B. Riley cuts AMC Entertainment Holdings price target to $15 from $45 after AMC preferred equity units conversion, reverse stock split, yada yada yada. And is GameStop stock doomed? This analyst sees 60% downside from the current level. While MarketWise, who owns Investor Place, has a current enterprise value of negative $125.67 million, so not sure how they're in any place to pass judgment on other companies. But when it comes to AMC, their contributors always provide a fresh dose of comedy. What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have a lot of stuff to go over with AMC. Also going to touch on Disney, XRP, and then the SPY. But as you guys can see based off of the intro, AMC had their price target cut by B. Riley Securities. It really doesn't mean anything. AMC also has a very low price target of about $4.75 by Citigroup as well. But a 60% downside on GameStop would be a nasty drop from the current levels. I believe that would bring it down to about $8 to $10 or something crazy like that. But I don't get how any of these news outlets are in any position to write bad news or false narratives against certain stocks when their current values are very deep in the negative. Now, speaking of them being in the negative and underestimating the strength of our quote-unquote meme stocks, the short sellers are underestimating the strength of AMC. The conversion and reverse split eliminated the liquidity challenges and added $325 million to the $435 in existing cash, a total of $760 million cash on hand. So no matter the FUD that they spread, they have $760 million cash on hand. The company had $4.69 billion of corporate debt outstanding at the end of the second quarter of 2023. Only approximately $103 million of that debt is scheduled to mature in 2025. No matures are scheduled for 2024, and debt maturities are due in 2026. So we have 2 years of breathing room, plus Taylor Swift, plus Beyonce, yada yada yada, and Q3 earnings report is expected to be a beat. So with all of that news, they are still pushing out FUD articles on AMC. And speaking of Q3 earnings, apparently you can now vote. At least I'm seeing a lot of people are voting on that 10K that was dropped by AMC. I personally don't know what to vote, but I'm kind of leaning towards a no vote. You guys let me know what you're voting in the comments down below. Again, this is for the November meeting for AMC. Brokers and dealers, in her decision, which denied the defendant's motion to dismiss Harrington's market manipulation claims of spoofing, Judge Schofield found that broker-dealers may be primarily liable for manipulative trading initiated by their customers because they serve as a gatekeeper of trading on securities exchanges and have a continuing responsibility to ensure that their customers' order flow is in compliance with all applicable rules, regulations, and laws, and detect and prevent manipulative or fraudulent trading under the supervision and control of the firm. Boom. Broker-dealers can now be held liable for failing to fulfill their gatekeeping responsibilities of monitoring their clients' trading activities. Now, this may not seem like big news, but take FTX one-to-one tokens, for example. These tokens being issued to fake locates to brokers that there are shares when they're not actual shares. In fact, they're tokens that are backed one-to-one, so they act like shares. In this case, in any case of sort of default or over-default of these fake shares, broker-dealers can really go under, especially if they're held liable. That's just one example of how that could occur. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people post the cost to borrow update, the max jumping to 271%, and a borrowed share amount of 10 million. But then I look on the actual Vortex numbers and I'm seeing 2% average and a cost to borrow max of 3% with only 1 million borrowed shares. Yes, this does look like it's for yesterday, but how come such a big change one day later? Also, short interest back up to 12.15%. Yesterday was at about 10% and utilization at 63%. Now, we've talked in the past about how AMC could actually predict moves for the SPY, and a basic breakdown of that is AMC from December of 2016, so basically 2017, January, all the way until it hit its low in about April of 2020, predicted basically this fake buildup in the SPY, and then the crash for COVID, right? And then it started scaling up, and I guess you could make the argument, oh, well, it just moves with the SPY like every other stock. However, this one is a little bit different. We saw it peak right here a couple months before the S&P 500 peaked, and AMC started a very, very, very lengthy sell-off. The SPY ended up selling off throughout the entire year of 2022. And guess what? AMC did not recover at this point in October of 2022. We did not recover from here. In fact, we sold off a bit even further and finally have a nasty pull to the downside. This tells me that the SPY is not done selling off, which I know is very scary for some of you guys. Trust me, it's scary for me. I've been DCAing, dollar cost averaging, into the SPY and some other tickers as well because I find them at a discount. It is very risky, especially the Fed's plan may just be collapsing, but I just want you to note that AMC could be predicting further downside on the SPY. If AMC starts scaling up, could predict, an end for the SPY sell-off at least a couple months out. Couple months difference, right? Also, you want to watch Bitcoin, the equities market. We are going to touch on the SPY again at the end of the video to see where it's going. But Disney just hit a new 10-year low. So if you bought Disney shares 10 years ago in 2013, you would still be down even after including the dividends. In the same time frame, the stock market overall is up 300%. This is why it's very dangerous investing into single stocks. I'm bringing it up because it's kind of good for movie theaters when Disney goes down, because it's basically you're in a free-for-all basketball game with 4 other players and one of them just gets knocked off the course. Take a look at Disney. It's reaching this low that it tests very often, and when it does hit this low, at least previously, historically, it has a nasty rip to the upside. I'm just putting this on your radar at $79. There is risk here. However, there is potentially some reward here. I personally don't own any Disney and I don't plan on it. But if Disney does get a bounce, watch 95.26 or somewhere around that zone. If we break over $95, I mean, that's kind of a decent entry point for Disney. However, I don't have anything drawn out, but if Disney breaks below this, watch $67.75, somewhere in that area. Now, before we move on, guys, all you can really do at this point to help me is join the Discord. If you guys didn't see the video I just posted, I don't want to talk about it in every single video, but YouTube just demonetized me unrightfully. So if you want to get in the Discord, I'm in there on the daily. We talk stocks all day long. So get in here. Most amazing people are in Discord. We have options trading alerts. I have a new edition coming. It's just been very stressful, so that's trying to get done and dealt with. Get in the Discord, the link is right under the video and pinned in the top comments. Also, guys, if you want to help me out, get up to 16 free stocks, each valued up to a couple grand per stock, a free Tesla or Google stock, and $50 sent to your account for doing absolutely nothing. All you have to do, press my link and open an account for Moomoo like you would Webull or Robinhood, and then make a deposit of even a penny to start earning benefits from there. Both of those links are pinned in the top of the description and in the top comments. Now, Hycroft Mining has to file its request by the 9th regarding the NASDAQ listing, so we could see a temporary catalyst for HYMC stock. Keep this on your radar in any of the coming days over the next week or so. The SEC appeal to XRP not being a security has been denied, which is very good for XRP, which means it could be very good for AMC as well. Taking a look at XRP's chart, this is something I've been expecting for XRP, and it has been trading so far to a T with what we've been expecting. So by mid-October, late October, I expect XRP to come back up to 70 cents. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but keep a watch on XRP. Plus, Wells Fargo is now scheduled to close over 100 branches this year. The bank contagion is not over, no matter what they tell you. And the SPY is trading at 422.77, up 0.28% on the day. Got a bounce off this level here, but not a hard enough bounce. Watch that volume kick in. We're either going to get rejected at this level right around 422.80, or we come up and get rejected at 431.50, somewhere in that zone, before retesting and breaking under 420.95. If we break below, I'm watching that level again right around 409 for the SPY. Potentially a hold at 413 as well. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Love you all. Go watch this. Lottery Socks out.